A. Habibuddin, and I'm going to tackle you about coronavirus disease or COVID-19. So, what is coronavirus? Coronavirus disease or COVID-19 is an infectious disease caused by the SARS-CoV virus. Most people who fall sick with COVID-19 will experience mild to moderate symptoms and recover without special treatment. However, some will become seriously ill and require medical attention. Coronavirus or COVID-19 is spreading at an enormous rate and has caused death beyond expectation due to a variety of reasons. This includes inadequate healthcare spending causing, for instance, a shortage of protective equipment, testing swabs, masks, surgical gloves, gowns, and etc. A high population density that causes close physical contacts among community members who reside in compact places. Hence, they are more likely to be exposed to communicable diseases including coronavirus. And mass panic due to the fear of experiencing the loss of loved ones, lockdown, and shortage of foods. Coronavirus are a group of the related viruses that cause diseases in mammals and birds. In humans, coronaviruses cause respiratory tract infections that can range from mild to lethal. COVID-19 is caused by infections with the severe acute respiratory syndromes, coronavirus 2 or SARS-CoV-2 virus strain. COVID-19 affects different people in different ways. Most infected people will develop mild to moderate illness and recover without hospitalizations. Most common symptoms such as fever, cough, tiredness, loss of taste or smell. Less common symptoms such as throat, headache, itches and pains, diarrhea, and rash of skin or discolorations of fingers or toes. Red or irritated eyes, serious symptoms such as difficulty of breathing or shortness of breath, loss of speech or mobility, or confusion, chest pain. Seek immediate medical attention if you have serious symptoms. Always call before visiting your doctor or health facility. People with mild symptoms who are otherwise healthy should manage their symptoms at home. The incubation period or average it takes 5 to 6 days from when someone is infected with the virus or symptoms to show. However, it can take up to 14 days. And also, COVID-19 is thought to extend to 14 days with a median time of 4 to 5 days from exposures to symptoms onset. One study reports that 97.5% of people with COVID-19 who have symptoms will do so within 11.5 days of SARS-CoV-2 infection. The defeated period of communicability for COVID-19 is not known at this time. Earliest time communicability, there are studies reported that COVID-19 can be transmitted from people who are in their incubation period. Some studies have suggested transmission as early as 5 days before symptoms onset. Pathogenesis of COVID-19. COVID-19 appears that infected animals may have first transmitted the virus to humans at a seafood market. Soon, a secondary source of infections was found to be human-to-human transmissions of the COVID-19 virus. It became clear that the COVID-19 infections occurs among close contacts and exposures to the virus. Recent studies showed that people in the population with poor immune functions such as diabetes, cardiovascular disease, chronic respiratory disease, cancer, renal, and hepatic dysfunctions are at higher risk for severe COVID-19 than children who might be less likely to become infected or, if so, may show milder symptoms or even asymptomatic infections. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration or FDA approved this type of test for diagnosing a COVID-19 infection, such as PCR test, also called a molecular test. This COVID-19 test detects genetic materials of the virus using a lab techniques called polymerase chain reactions or PCR. A fluid sample is collected by inserting a long nasal swab or nasopharyngeal swab into your nostril and taking fluid from the back of your nose or by using a shorter nasal swab or mid-turbinate swab to get a sample. In some cases, a long swab is inserted into the back of your throat or oropharyngeal swab, or you may spit into a tube to produce a saliva sample. PCR tests are very accurate when properly performed by a healthcare professional, but the rapid test can miss some cases. Antigen test. This COVID-19 test detects certain proteins in the virus using a long nasal swab to get a fluid sample. Some antigen tests can produce results in minutes. Others may be sent to a lab for analysis. A positive antigen test result is considered accurate when instructions are carefully followed, but there's an increased chance of false negative results, meaning it is possible to be infected with the virus but have negative result depending on the situations. The doctor may recommend a PCR test to confirm a negative antigen test result. A PCR test called the flu CS2 multiplex assay can detect any of 3 viruses at the same time. The COVID-19 virus, influenza A, and influenza B flu, only a single sample is needed to check. But a rapid test can miss some cases. Antigen test. This COVID-19 test detects certain proteins in the virus using a long nasal swab to get a fluid sample. Some antigen tests can produce results in minutes. Others may be sent to a lab for analysis. A positive antigen test result is considered accurate when instructions are carefully followed, but there's an increased chance of false negative results, meaning it is possible to be infected with the virus but have a negative result. Depending on the situations, the doctor may recommend a PCR test to confirm a negative antigen test result. A PCR test called the flu SC2 multiplex assay can detect any of 3 viruses at the same time. The COVID-19 virus, influenza A, and influenza V flu, only a single sample is needed to check for all 3 viruses, and this could be helpful during the flu session. But a negative result does not rule out the possibility of any of these infections, so that the diagnostic process may include more steps depending on symptoms, possible exposures, and your doctor's clinical judgment. The coronavirus can easily spread, so there are tips that I'm given on how to prevent the coronavirus. So first is wear your mask. The second is wash your hands. Wash them often with water and lot of soap. Wash at least 20 seconds. Sneezing, coughing, etiquettes. Cover your mouth when you coughing or sneeze with a tissue and inside of your elbow. Eyes, nose, mouth. Hand touch many surfaces and can pick up viruses. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. The virus can enter your body and can make you sick. If you are sick, if you have a flu-like illness, inform the people around you. If your illness is not mild, seek medical care. Avoid direct contact with person and always have a social distancing. So the nursing interventions. If the activity is giving a drug for fever, then place the activity in the category of fever treatment intervention instead of medication administration. If the activity is oxygen administration, place the activity in the category of oxygen therapy intervention. However, if the activity includes monitoring oxygen saturations and other monitoring for other signs of respiratory status, categorize it as a respiratory monitoring intervention. If patient education is non-specific, place in the intervention category of teaching disease process. In order to prevent coding errors, activities administered repeatedly will only record one if delivered to one patient. Example, suction. When patient receive care in both the hospital ward and ICU, only the ICU reports were checked to prevent repetitions of a patient's report in 2 sections. This last rule decreased sampling time significantly. That's all, and I thank you.